Hey everybody, another early morning brew day for me. The weather is really nice out here. This is the end of August, and when you wake up, the temperature is like, this morning it was like 68 degrees, which is about 20 degrees Celsius. And it's just beautiful in the mornings. I mean, it's going to get up a little hotter today. It's going to get up to about 84, 85, which is about 30 Celsius. But really a nice time of year coming into September. And being that it's the end of the summer, I decided to, because I haven't done one yet, but I decided to brew up an IPA. And so this one's going to be my own style, of course. I don't usually ever follow many recipes and have been happy with my results so far, but if you remember, I did my session, I think I called it a session IPA or a session pale ale almost a year ago. And I was really happy with the results because I didn't put any hops in at 60 minutes. Now, what I'm trying to do when I don't put hops at 60 minutes is I'm trying to knock down that bitterness. Sometimes with homebrew beers, you take a drink and it's like, ooh, that's a little bitter. But what I'm trying to do here is the longer the hops are in the boil, the more bitter it is. So what I try to do is put the hops in the latter part of the boil. This time with this IPA, I am my first hop addition is going to be at 10 minutes left in the boil. I'm going to be using Columbus and Bravo hops because that's what I have on hand. And it's kind of part of that great experiment too, just to see what I can do to get to get the hop flavor out and not so much bitterness, but flavor. So I'm going to do hop additions at 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, and flame out. And I'm really dumping those hops in there because I have a lot left over, and it's coming to the end of the year, and I might want to buy some more and experience some different hop flavor. But I have those two on hand. They're high alpha hops. I think it's going to help. I think that being that I'm adding high alpha hops, I think it's going to help with, believe it or not, well, I mean, the flavor is going to be hopefully astronomical, but it's also going to, a lot of people don't know this, but using high alpha hops in a beer also helps with head retention, and so I'm gonna do that for that reason. Also, I've got this is a real simple recipe, but I made it really big in the body because if you have a high hop content beer, in my opinion, for my taste, you really need a big body to support that bitterness and that flavor. You need kind of a balance there. So what I'm using here is I'm using 13 pounds of 2-row and then a pound of Crystal 20. So it's going to be a lighter colored beer. But the ABV, I mean, it's got so much grain in it because I'm making, 5 gallons, 19 liters. So the grain bill is big in it, so it's going to have this big body to try to support all the hops that I'm putting in it. So I'll give you little details as I go, make it a kind of a short brew day video. But so hopefully everybody's having a great homebrew Wednesday, getting down to the short rows in the week, looking forward to Friday. And so I'll put a little bit of brew day footage up for you. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. So we're right at 5, just a little bit over 5 gallon. Looking for 1.066. Jeez. 1.0. Wow. Then at 1.070. All right, ready for the yeast. It's my expensive yeast stir plate. USO 5 going in. About a quart of it, I guess, but real healthy, nice and frothy. And reusing this from another batch of beer that I made a couple of months ago. That's it. Well, all in all, a really good brew day. It got warm out here. Wow. Got warm out here quick, actually. But ended up with a little over 5 gallons. I think the recipe was actually for 5.5, but it was a little over 5. I didn't want to top it off or anything. The gravity was a little higher, although the temperature of that beer was actually pretty warm. I think I ended up with a 1.070 instead of a 1.066, which was the target gravity, the original gravity. So anyway, it may be ended up being a little over 7% ABV, but everything went really well. The timing of all the hops. I ended up having to use a little bit of cluster hops because I ran out of Columbus. Columbus is it's understandable that I would run out of Columbus because it's my favorite hop. It's got a more of an earthy, woody flavor. It does really well in IPAs, pale ales, and it also does well with like brown ales and stouts as well, in my opinion. So it just has a really nice flavor that I really like. So it might be my favorite hop. But anyway, it went well today. So I will put up another video on the tasting of my IPA, and I'm kind of kicking around some names, and I'll have those forthcoming to you in the next video. But anyway, until then, happy Homebrew Wednesday, and I'll see you on the next brewing video.